does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Search for you, stay on.
We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are. Oh,
I need you again. So stick around. So stick around. I need you again. So stick around.
leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I want. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let go. I know you feel me. Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You'll always be my broken. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Search for you, stay lost.
We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing? My one of my aunts came and dropped off some apple pies and pumpkin pies and stuff that she made. So I had to be nice and talk to her for a second. That's why, of course, my intro is very long anyways. So I just let it play through for a second. I knew y'all wouldn't care. So first things first, Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a good New Year. Of course, woke up to some craziness on here, but that happens a lot. It's YouTube. So we know how that goes. So the link is pinned. But today we're going to talk about Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra. But the FBI put out a statement. So let's go over that. Is everybody hungover today? You guys feeling all right? Shit. How are ya? Great Kool-Aid, pecan pie, Kia. How y'all doing? Good morning or good afternoon, good evening. Afternoon, evening, depending on where you're from, maybe morning. I was so excited. Tiger Talks came up and hung out for a little while last night. That was pretty cool. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? KDK, what's up? No hangovers, huh? Stitching? No hangovers, eh? Too much sparkling wine juice. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right, so y'all been following this case? We got to get back in line. You know what I mean? I had a couple community tabs, but it was addressed, and I'm gonna keep it moving. So that's that. I'm not gonna do this live stream. I'm not gonna do this back and forth on these live streams. So this is what we're gonna keep it moving. So anyhow, have y'all been following this case? You know, there's a whole lot going on. A lot of accusations being made. These Facebook groups are running wild. There's people in these Facebook groups and these other groups that are putting pictures and ring door camera, the ring cameras and stuff. Like they're putting that stuff out, and the police are telling them like, these gangs will retaliate. They do know your voice. Like they will get to know your voice. Like not that they know it, but they will get to know it, and they will find you. So please stop. We'll play that news clipping today. Crazy House Saloon, the 999 says, Happy New Year, Queen Bee. I hope this new year brings you many blessings. You know what? I hope so. I hope it does too as well. Thank you so much, love. And I hope it brings you, I hope this new year brings you many blessings too, baby. Is your channel still, you still got your channel up and running, love? Patty gifted 20 memberships. Thank you. Thank you so much for trying to reach our goal of 1,200. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. We went over some of the awards last night. I actually I got the timestamps today, so if you guys want to go over those later, we will. But as for right now, I wanted to try and stick to this case here, so we have everything in order. Okay, so let's see here. There's a person of interest identified in the murder of a pregnant teen and her boyfriend. Let's see here. Gone Girl gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you supporting the Hive. Thank you. Beer Can Island became a new member. Thank you so much, love. Jamie gifted 5 memberships. Damn, you guys are showing out for the happy new year. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the love and the support. Look, because you guys have shown me so much love this year. I'll tell you what, I am so fucking grateful for you guys. I don't think I would I don't think I'd have made it this far without y'all, for real. There's been a lot of bumps, fucking boulders, all kinds of shit that's went on for a lot of us, actually. Shit, I got to keep it real for everybody. We've been through some shit, so I think we all have our own journeys on this here app, but I can tell you right now, we have all been through some shit. And you know what? Nonsense was taking us to church yesterday. She was throwing down some stuff that I think a lot of us needed to hear, myself included. So even though today I woke up irritated about the whole thing with my subscriber, it is what it is. I'm going to keep it moving, and that's that. I appreciate y'all. And even those, like I said, even those that I don't fuck with anymore or get along with anymore, I still appreciate y'all from my journey along the way of this year, because it's been a lot. Good, bad, ugly, and different. You know what I mean? It's been a lot, that's for sure. We had a crazy year, y'all. We had a crazy year. We're going to try to make 2024 a good year and keep it moving. The year of keeping it moving. That's what we're just going to have to do it that way, All right, let's see here. So we have the person of interest identified in the murder. Let's see. So there's two pressers. Let's.
So I got a DUI.
I mean, clearly, it was a heinous act. It was, unspeakable, the tragedy of it.
It's a story getting nationwide attention, and tonight we're learning new information on the capital murder case of 18-year-old Savannah Soto and her boyfriend, Matthew Guerra. The couple was found dead with gunshot wounds in their car at a Northwest Side apartment complex on Tuesday, the medical examiner ruling both deaths as homicides. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Avila. San Antonio Police today provided an update along with new surveillance video showing persons of interest. As News 4 San Antonio's Stephanie Esquivel reports, SAPD is now asking for the public's help to locate two people who they say could have something to do with Savannah and Matthew's deaths.
We are hoping that someone is able to identify the individuals that are seen in this video.
The San Antonio Police Department putting out a plea for the public's help to find the two people seen in new video released today. Detectives believe they could be involved in Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra's deaths.
Detectives are hopeful that surveillance video will lead to the events leading up to their death.
Police believe Savannah and Matthew were already dead when this video was taken. They think the two people seen in the footage wiped the car down to get rid of fingerprints before ditching it with Savannah and Matthew's bodies inside.
Detectives are also combing through social media and cell phone records to determine the last communications with the victims.
The relationship between these persons of interest and victims is still unclear. Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez says when the people responsible are captured, the nature of the crime can result in additional charges because of the young couple's unborn son, Fabian.
Under Texas law, that qualifies an unborn child during any period of gestation is a person under the Texas Penal Code for consideration.
So when they do arrest, this person, they'll be charged with three lives. Then at that point, I know that poor baby. That's awful. All three of them. I mean, it's just awful. I can't. I would be devastated. I think we all would if we got a phone call saying that this happened to one of our children or one of our family members or someone that even a friend of ours, or someone that we know. I think we would all be just devastated, It's family found them. 3 capital murders. Okay. So the baby was full. I thought the baby was, I think she was due the very next day. Hey, Crystal Ann, good to see you here, baby. Hey, Starlight, what's up, love? A blank slate, how are you, baby? So, here, we'll keep playing this. Sorry, y'all.
In deciding whether or not to calculate, for example, more than one person.
District Attorney Gonzalez also hoping these people are found so his office can bring justice for the victims and their families.
That we were going to do everything humanly possible to hold this individual or individuals accountable.
Stephanie Esquivel, News 4, San Antonio.
Earlier this evening, friends and family of Savannah Soto gathered for a vigil to honor the 18-year-old and her unborn baby. More than 100 people showed up at Kenwood Park on the north side. As the search for answers continue, the family released balloons and doves as their daughter now joins their 15-year-old son, Ethan, who was killed in a shooting back in 2022.
She is in a better place with her brother, Ethan, but our lives will never be the same.
So that mama lost both of her kids, her son and her daughter, and her grandbaby. Oh my God.
Soto's grandmother saying the only thing they want now is justice as they recover from this tragic loss.
Instead of us having this vigil right now, we should be celebrating her birth, the birth of her son. We can't do that anymore. You know, if she suffered, don't know if she suffered, don't know what her thoughts were, don't know if she was yelling, if she was screaming. I don't know, and we'll never know. All I want for my granddaughter is justice.
A verified GoFundMe
But we
account
would
has
like
now
to-
been created to raise money for funerals of Soto and her unborn child. We have the link at our website if you would like to donate. And we will continue to follow this story to bring you the latest developments. You can also get updates on news4sa.com, our social media pages, and our News4 mobile app. You can download it by searching WOAI at your app store.
How devastating. I mean, I can't even put myself in their position, you know? It's just awful. Hey, B. Tim.
What's up?
How are you, babe? I was trying. Oh, hold on.
Dog's attacking me.
They heard me say hi to you and started thinking somebody else was here.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
How funny is that?
Yeah. So what are you up to? What, I'm doing a 3-dot Dave.
Savannah, Soto, and Matthew Guerra.
Yeah, I was watching a few videos on that. One of which is like, I'm doubting that surveillance footage, the authenticity. I don't think that was real, actually. You know, the hallway footage?
With the 3 kids?
Yeah.
Really? It's okay, so that's fake?
It comes from some lady on Facebook who basically, I gotta pull it up, but like some lady on Facebook, and she basically is like, after releasing that, she's like, I'm gonna blogger / entrepreneur, and she basically just films outside of her apartment with that video constantly. It's kind of weird. I think that's probably not. I doubt the autistic. Like I doubt that's actually. That's not her. That's not Savannah. No. I'm talking about like, you remember the 3 guys that basically sat out there and said, hey, he was like a snitch and he got killed or whatnot, something like that. It was like 3 guys. Let me see. It will probably come out that it was over some stupid reason. Probably, well, most things like that. Allegedly, that video has nothing to do with this case. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also, that lady is like sketchy. She's like, I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm scared, and I'm doing a fundraiser where I want to move out. But here's a picture of my new apartment. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, she had a ring cam. She keeps on like ring camming everything and putting it on Facebook. It's weird. Mona, now she's raising money. Yeah, she is raising money too. So, I mean, yeah, I doubt the authenticity of that video completely. Yeah, you're right. The 10th woman on TikTok debunked it. I think Down the Rabbit Hole went through. Actually, she did go through that. She went through the 10th woman on TikTok debunking that as well. I heard that too. It was fake. Yeah, it's fake. I think it's fake. Like I'm 99.9% is fake. And I think she just took advantage of that situation to, grift. But that's just an opinion. Don't sue me. If I were her, I'd be long gone. Who just some woman not related raising money? Oops. Oh, was that a question? I'm not sure. Independent thinker. That's too much to raise for herself. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what was the Facebook group the Facebook page she was on. I'm just checking. I'm gonna mute myself for a moment because I typed like a banging, so I don't want you guys to hear it. So I'll be muted for a second. Oh yeah, now it is. Mona Harris. That's the Facebook page. That's what I was looking up. Yeah. Let me see. It's like weird. Yeah, that's the one. Entrepreneur. Just weird. And she has this camera that just basically points out there and she just like stares at different points. The video are from her front door. Why do you think they're fake, Tim? Because I doubt that it would be real, that it's basically like that would probably be confiscated by the cops. Also, the fact is that she seems to be says that she's a blogger / entrepreneur. And I always start doubting your authenticity, like, you're believing you if you start trying to get money and stuff like that, to me is a little sketchy. So yeah, I don't think it's real. It's not connected. It's not real connected. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's real. But anyway, it's not relation to the case, but it's real. Let me see. Did you see her video with the police? I didn't see that one yet, actually. I just came onto the page and I just saw it. Let me see. Also, she apparently.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
So okay. I tried to open these one links, but because I don't have the Facebook, it doesn't pop them open. So I can't open those, but I'm going to go on to this other one.
Okay, so Allison says it's real, just not really related to the case. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, it's just sketchy. When someone starts raising money, it's weird. It's real, just has nothing to do with the case. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I saw Shinema Shogun. Okay, Lover Laws says, the police have already been there. It's not connected to the case. The video are 100% real. Okay, so it's real, but it's not related to the case. Okay, cool. Was the officer that told her she might want to leave? If she wants to leave, and that's the weird thing. Why is she want to leave and then she has pictures of her, it's weird. The new apartment. It's weird. I don't know. I can't create a video from their Ring camera. I know nothing about them. Let me see. Police definitely know if it was done in the car. That would be obvious. We just haven't. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, what's up?
Nothing. I just I had pulled this up because I wanted to show you guys. It says, okay, so San Antonio, the family of Matthew Guerra has a set date for a public viewing. Matthew Guerra's stepmom, Raquel Guerra, told KSAT that his public viewing is scheduled for 5:30 to 8 p.m. on January 8th at Mission Park Funeral Home. And I think this is the family of Savannah. So Soto honors her life at a visual. Okay, so let's see.
chief was asking for.
Sorry, I don't know why that just did that, but okay.
Gunmen. The family and friends of Savannah Soto were asking for prayers. Avery Everett now at Kenwood Park in Leon Valley, where the Soto family remembers yet another child killed in gun violence. Avery.
Ursula, this vigil is all about finding peace in the middle of tragedy. There are still so many questions left unanswered for the family of Savannah Soto. I was actually there with her father, watching that news conference on my phone, and they say devastated doesn't even begin to describe how they feel. I mean, this is the unimaginable. But San Antonio and the community here is stepping up to support them. I mean, there are hundreds of people here, some family, others friends, some are even strangers who just wanted to show love to this family. They did a balloon release, they did a dove release, and they're even handing out flowers just so people can remember both Savannah and Fabian. They say nothing will change what happened, but they're thankful to the community for all the prayers.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for real. It really means more than y'all will ever know, especially now that we got our answers. Next is just laying the princess to rest.
Her brother speaking, and there's a big significance to this park for the family. I want you to take a look at the trees right behind me. You can see that one of those trees has some plaque at the bottom. That tree is for Ethan, who was shot and killed just a few months ago. The tree right behind it is already getting flowers and plaques. That's for Savannah and Fabian. Obviously, this is a devastating story. We'll continue to keep you updated at 6 o'clock and tonight on the Night Beat. But reporting live, I'm Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you so much, Avery. And just to let people know, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to dig a lot deeper into the crime scene, what police are saying, and again, more from this vigil. Thank you, Avery.
This is all so sad, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But what did you get?
Senseless. What'd you say?
Did you get into the whole situation with the family? Basically, what they don't want, like online like true crime channels and stuff like that, looking into it and stuff like that. Did you get into that yet? They were like stating that. Yeah, I've seen that happen. I mean, some people that were like spreading conspiracy theories about the cartel and stuff like that. I don't know. I think if it was the cartel, they would probably make an example of them or something like that. You know what I mean? They don't really hide their crimes, the cartel. I should say that much. Let's see. Yes, the two families have problems and don't get along. Let me see. Oh, okay, cool. Says here, you won't catch me in certain places, not because I'm scared of being targeted. I just don't want to be in the middle of for a drop. I'm sorry about that. Let me see. Somebody tell him to tell Queen to press the conference she was looking for is in the email. He's ignored. Oh. Yeah, there's a conference, Queen, apparently. It says here, Chronicles of the Oblivious sent you a link in the press conference. Okay, thank you. Let me see. 1 second. Sorry. I'm looking for it.
I was gonna say I don't see it. I mean I got an email, but I don't see the one that you're talking about where it's so I have the screenshot where Jennifer Coffendorfer, she's made a post and says the circle of people Savannah and Matthew were in is very dangerous. I won't be posting tip calls or other videos not released by LE. I don't want to be a part of getting anyone else killed or suggest others posting tips. Stop. Voices can be recognized and snitches are dealt with harshly. Then it says updates. The medical examiner has confirmed that both Savannah and Matthew were shot in the head. Matthew, we know, had the muzzle of the gun pressed against his head. This is Jennifer Coffendorfer on Twitter. Let me go pull her. Let me go pull it up real fast so I can.
Somebody, why she's quiet? She's looking for it. Oh, that's fine. Okay. All right, you'll go for looking for it. Yeah, and Chronicles, you can just send me a link if you see me on Discord. You can send me a link and I'll toss it to Queen, or you can email it to Queen, either or. Beat Tim her email. Okay, so it's in your. I'll tell Queen it's in your email, by the way, Queen. It was one of the.
Okay, I'll go back and like refresh it because the one that I have keeps pulling up Facebook and I don't have a way to do that. So.
Okay.
But it's the press conference. It's the first press conference and the second one. So if you want to look for them on YouTube, that's fine. If not, then I'll pull them from the email that she sent. But that's what she sent. But the Coffendorfer, I wanted to put this on the screen to put what I was reading because this is what she was saying. Oh, Lord, hold on.
Let me see. Thank you. Let me see it. All right. Okay. Okay, I got it. All right. I'll send it to Queen. Thank you. 1 second. I'll put it in the back chat. Thanks, Chronicles. I pulled it up too. I just wasn't sure if that was the one. For the stolen property, he refused money and ended up kneeling. Yeah, I mean, what's actually also shocking to me when I was looking at this case, man, is like he was pretty blatant in advertising his activities on Telegraph. Like there was a lot of stuff he was advertising, and that was pretty crazy when I saw it. Like I think I saw it in Kate's channel, and I was like, whoa, man, this guy is just like showing his face, and he's like advertising this amount of drugs. I was kind of shocked, man, honestly. I was actually shocked he wasn't like, no cops found him yet, to be honest with you. I was like, man, you are really showing off. One photo I saw on Cinema Shogun was like him with what looked like a rifle and his pregnant girlfriend with him, with holding him, I think, money or something like that. This is a very, what was he advertising? He was advertising drugs. Like lots of different drugs. You know what I mean? Like this was a lot. Like you should see it. It was outrageous amounts of it. And he was showing his face. It was like, okay, bro. Like I was shocked the cops didn't find him, to be honest with you. Yeah, one of them he was showing guns. He was holding up guns. I did see that. And there was a couple of photos of him holding up a gun. What looked like AR-15 or an AR weapon or something like that. I don't know. Looked like a rifle. It caused him, you know what I mean? So it was definitely it was reckless behavior, and very reckless behavior when you're doing that. It's not like it's not good. Some of the regular street cops don't want to deal with organized criminal gangs. They don't want to be involved in the shit. They'll wait for the feds and DIA. Yeah, I don't know too much about that, but that would make sense. No wonder Savannah family's against the other family. I thought the same. Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing. And what's crazier to me is why did if I saw and I'm not guilting the victim here, so don't come at me with that. But if I saw my sister was next to a guy with an AK, with a rifle standing out there and a handful of money, and then I found that he was on Telegraph, I mean, selling drugs, I would be known to me. And man, just a crazy situation. A lot of little guys do not talk that as well. let me see. I don't know. I think Sinnoh Shogun was basically, he was like, his opinion is like the family should have known about the situation, because he was basically, they were advertising it online and stuff like that. And he says, I don't mind being the asshole for that. Yeah. And, I'm not guilty of the victim, but I'm just shocked that they didn't. Did they, I don't know if they knew or not, but he was very blatant in his selling of drugs, this young man. Unfortunately, he was, it might be the reason. I think McDonald's is a brand. Let me see. His mom did know. Okay, yeah. 20 years old, heavy drug dealer, not a smart move. 20 years. Yeah, it's so sad. When you have a young guy like that and have the possibility of anything, and then they do that, it's a sad situation. All right. I sent you the link in the back of the first press conference, by the way, Queen.
Yes, thank you very much. I'll go grab that. This is where they actually had gotten into it with her brother when her brother was murdered. When Victor Rivas, 18, murdered Ethan Soto, which was Savannah Soto's little brother. After Soto stole all of Rivas drugs and then flips the Soto family off in court. So basically they went after him. I'm sorry, but if you just murdered their son, brother, family member, and then you make a smug smirk and flip them off, I'm not saying what they did was okay, was right by any means, but I can understand why they did what they did. Because that emotion and that hurt,
Yeah.
sometimes it's overpowering, and it just, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not saying it's right and it's or it's okay, but I can see, why that happened, how that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go find it, Jules. Hold on.
So, did you read the? So apparently, the medical examiner. Oh, okay. Let me see. Confirmed that both Savannah and Matthew were shot in the head. So they both were shot in the head, and the muzzle of the gun was pressed against his head. It's also confirmed by Ellie that Matthew and Savannah were killed before they met with the people in the video that was released to the public. This detail was obvious, but now we have confirmation. Ellie also confirmed the vehicle was wiped down. Recall the photo of the people holding paper towels and wipe down motion. Okay, so it was okay.
Do you have the link, Jules, or can you email me the link real quick?
Which link you looking for?
The one that Jules is talking about. They have a. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure she said the vigil for Matthew is live right now on News 4 San Antonio. Well, I went to look and it's not there. I don't see one. So. So I said, is there any way you can email me the link that you're watching or wherever you're watching it from? Because I don't see it. I don't see it going on right now. So maybe I missed it, or, you know.
Okay.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Let me see. We always do this in cases play. If it were me, but it really is. No one can ever truly
It's
know.
right here. Here. I'm gonna mute real quick so we can listen to it.
Okay.
Happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't
Grace Doves. Thank you so much for doing that for Savannah and Fabian, and we really appreciate you here. Again, we appreciate all of you being here to pay respects and to give support to this family. And I'd like to ask Miss Rachel and Mr. Pete Younger. I know that they have some words for you, and they're going to share them now.
All I want to say is thank you for the support and love that we've been getting from everybody. The family, myself, my son, her brothers, her sisters, her mom. We all appreciate everything and anything that y'all are doing for us. We just got to keep her in our hearts and remember the way she was. Not to remember her the way she left, but remember her as a beautiful girl with a crazy spirit and crazy. And again, I want to say thank you for everybody that's here. And everybody love everybody. Take care of everybody and give everybody a hug next to your friend. Give them a hug. Everybody give each other a hug. That's what my granddaughter would have wanted.
I thank you all. Thank you very much. And right now, we'd like to hear from one of Savannah's brothers. This is Jordan, and he's going to share a few words.
I just want to say something just real quick. I just want to just thank everybody. I honestly just got here, so I don't know who's here. But whether you're family, friends, strangers, from the bottom of my heart, my family's heart, dad's side, mom's side, both sides, for my friends, we just want to thank y'all. Everybody, thank you for real. It really means more than y'all will ever know. Especially now that we got our answers. Next is just laying the princess to rest.
We appreciate them saying these words, and I know that this is very difficult, and there's a very difficult time for them. Is there someone from Savannah's family that would like to say something that has not? You're more than welcome to come up and say something and share a few words, because we want to hear from y'all. We're here from you for you, and so if you would like to say something, we welcome you to come up here. And while we're waiting for someone to come forward, we would just like to give you a little remembrance for Savannah and for Fabian. We know that you have a tree here for Ethan, and we know why this park is just so important to you. I didn't understand that at first, but I get it now. And so from Eagle's Flight, we have a cross for Savannah and a baby cross for Fabian. That's from Eagle's Flight. And we just
So that one that was playing was Savannah's. This is Matthew's. And this is live right now. From my understanding, this is live right now.
Oh, by the way, Boston's in the back chat. By the way,
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been up here.
Jeez. Let me see. Family advocate seems very professional. Okay, let me see. Let's see.
Family advocate seems very professional. And somebody said that there was a huge there's a huge debate in this Facebook group about the mom or the parents going out for New Year's Eve. I said, are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I there was a huge thing going on in the Facebook group about some of the family going out for New Year's Eve.
So they're trying to victim blame, try to say, oh, well, you didn't mourn enough.
How can you guys go out and have a good time? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? How can you even judge somebody like that? Who are you to judge?
Well, welcome to the internet. Everyone thinks they can judge everyone. Unfortunately, until it happens to them, they have no clue what the hell they're talking about.
Well, I just feel like if they want to go out, you know what I'm saying? Who are you to tell them they can't? I mean,
yeah,
you don't know what's going on or what they're going through. You don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes people grieve differently. Some people grieve with a lot of people around them. Some people like to grieve with solitary by themselves. It depends on the person.
Yeah, but it's really right. Cat keeps on. It's no one's business. Nobody's business what they do.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes these Facebook groups can be brutal, where they just, you know what I mean?
That's right. Anything that brings them a moment's peace. And yeah, sometimes these Facebook groups are brutal as hell. I mean, it's a big group. There's a lot of people there. A lot of people there in that group.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, whenever you hear, conspiracy theories sometimes bring a lot of a crowd. Let's just say that much. Unfortunately,
Right.
that's what I think. Probably.
And I agree. Boy, unless you're living it, that's right. I agree with that. I can't, you just took the words out of my mouth right there. Akosa, she said, unless you are living it, don't judge it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody over there probably has a feeling who it is, but they can't say a damn word. You know what I mean?
I would suggest they do not say a word. I mean, like, my advice is like literally shut off
And
all
you know what?
social media.
Independent says, I didn't even cry when my dad passed until 4 or 5 days afterwards. I was in total shock. Yeah, and I think sometimes you don't, it's everybody reacts differently, sometimes it takes you a couple days. You are in like complete and utter shock. You don't know your emotions are just like, whoa. And then when you break down, you really break down.
Yeah.
It's like where you cry so hard you can't catch your breath and you're just,
Yeah. Well,
one of those good hard cries and it just hits you all at one time and it's sometimes it can be overwhelming.
yeah.
It hits all at once.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually it's when you least expect it or something like real small happens or like said or whatever and just bam, it's almost like a water balloon that's like overly filled, you know what I mean? So the slightest movement or push can break it at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard to it's easy to judge when you're not in this situation. It's easy to say what you would or wouldn't do until it's you. I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to be judged for all kinds of different things, That's just how the internet is nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's it called? Monday night quarterbacking.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, I understand. I think Lost Mother of One says wanting YouTubers to stay out of it. The issue is, I think, like at this point, you're gonna have the Facebook groups, you're gonna have all those people, so it's like, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna stop a lot of the Facebook groups and stuff like that. They're just not, and that's where like a lot of the conspiracy theories kind of like breed in like a lot of these groups, and then it just spirals from there, But it is what it is. Sometimes YouTube channels, but usually, I mean, like it depends on, I mean, they also breed a lot of conspiracy theories, and a lot of people are kind of speculating some things here and there, but yeah. Well, unfortunately, Brunhel, they said they are tired of misdirection and misinformation. Unfortunately, in this day of modern age social media, it's just what's going to happen. Your case gets traction on the news, everyone covers it, and everyone's kind of rushing to get whatever piece of information they can get. And, there's conspiracy theories attach themselves to the case. That's how it is. You know.
Yes, the FBI has warned those who are like, those like younger kids and teenagers and even young adults putting stuff on social media, putting videos out, ring cameras out, conspiracy theories, throwing names out. They
Yeah.
are encouraging not to do that and to be very, very careful getting involved in this case. And the people in this case, they said, the people that they were involved with were pretty dangerous. It's not people
Yeah.
you really want to have interactions with.
Yeah. I would also like, I mean, like if I was to give advice to the family of the victim, they should start locking down all their, I mean, they should have, but they should really lock down all their social media because I've seen YouTubers literally do live streams and show like families and kids and stuff like that, and just like on live streams and stuff like that. And I can imagine that being done, because what they're going to probably do is they'll probably look into the family and see if the family has anything to do with it or some stuff like that. Could they have taken this? I mean, like, you remember the early on in the case, they said like they were implying that the family took the gun, right? Like, or something like that. I remember I heard that from someone from like a couple of YouTube channels, and they were implying that was happening and stuff like that. So, that will sometimes happen. The people that did this will not play when you're pointing a finger at these people. It may not end well for you. Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with a guy with people who just murdered a man and his pregnant girlfriend. I mean, those are not the types of people you want to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, this is not people you want to play with. So I would suggest people be very careful of that, because whoever did this, or whoever did this, or group of people did this or whatnot, or like one or two people did this. I think it's probably two people involved in my mind. But if those people are ruthless, and it will not end well for you if they find out about it. You know what I mean? Let me see. I have only seen his border video pop up. Okay. Police and FBI are playing this well. They know more and have a strategy. Dealing with these types of criminals is not easy. Yeah. Agreed. But what's interesting is, like, what's getting to me is that video. Like, this is it. Queen and Boston in the chat, maybe. Is it like? Is it? I'm like a little bit lost in it. Do they think that they were that was one of the perpetrators driving the car to that overweight gentleman, or do they think it was and then basically meeting up, or what do they think? Because that's the part I'm like a little confused about. Boston's gone. Okay, through the chat. Okay, yes. So does that mean that the person had the the decedents in the car with him when he was driving the car there, or was this something else? That's what I was wondering in my head. Lover Laura says yes. Yeah. So that's pretty cold, man. That is pretty cold. Because I was just thinking to myself, like, because I couldn't wrap my head around someone literally driving a car with two dead people in it, and then trying to clean it, like, because I think, like, personally, I agree with Cinema Shogun. I think they were probably killed somewhere else, and then they drove the car to that location. That's what I think. I agree with him with that thought process, but that's just speculation. That's speculation, whatever. That's just my thought on that. I was in a complete shock when my dad passed too. I had just given birth. My emotions were. It's a business between everyone has a job. It's a cold way of looking at things. Just as it was on news, and he admitted he kicked the door to see if they were there. Oh, you're talking about the father? Yeah. I think it almost has to be a perp who drove the car to the second location. Nobody would do that for the goodness of. That's why I think there's two people involved with this situation. I don't think it's one person involved. I think it's possibly two people involved. So, and I don't think the cartel's involved. I really don't. I think the cartel they pretty much make examples of people. So, and they don't hide the fact that they make examples of people.
I was waiting to see if they were like letting balloons go or,
Yeah. Yeah.
it just popped up again. So I wasn't
Yeah.
sure, I figured they would do like a.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you really can't hear that.
No. I,
That's really hard to hear. Is it? I mean, is it okay if I find something different?
I mean, I can. The reason why I can hear it, but it's very low for me because I have headphones on. But he's saying the Lord's prayer. I trust in the Lord, stuff like that. He's
Yeah, it's
very.
just super hard to hear. So, um,
We bring the car to the spot. Why not just bring it back to their apartment? They must have thought there weren't any cameras there, so maybe they used to live there. Well, that's a good possibility, or they have a familiarity of the area. You know what I mean? I would agree with that thought process. I don't think they realize that they got caught on the camera. That's for damn sure. And they're probably very worried right now. Cops are pretty, when the cops really want to get you, they're pretty smart about it. I mean, look at Brian. That guy only had, they got that guy, and he was, you know, he literally was driving, no connections, and, they eventually caught that guy. Rex, they got him with a slice of pizza. I mean, cops are pretty smart. I think if they figure it out, they'll eventually catch these guys. They're not smarter than the cops. It's been the first time celebrated New Year's in 3 years, so it's a start. Oh, okay, Denise. I'm glad for that. Not just driving the car with two people are gone, but also the baby. I know nobody wants to go into it. I don't either. But things happen, especially when you're the far along. I cannot fathom. Yeah, it's basically murdering a child and like a baby and a woman and a guy. That's why I said it's a pretty brutal situation. Like this person has to be a cold-hearted killer to drive a car like that with two, decedents and a dead child, and they're like, it's pretty brutal. Like you got to be like ice cold veins at that point. I'll just naturally assume you're going to be always on camera everywhere. I mean, that's how it is, especially in like other countries. Damn, like the UK, China, they have cameras everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Denise. I also was thinking that the BF might have been using his pregnant girlfriend as a shield, like, no one's gonna hurt if I'm hurt. I don't know about that. That's more conjecture. That's more like a thought process. I will say that he didn't separate himself from his business from his personal life, it seems like to me. And that in my mind, that's not a good idea. If you're in a dangerous business like dealing drugs and stuff like that, you probably should have some sort of separation because you don't want them in the middle of that stuff. That's all I can say. I don't know about the shield or anything like that, but like I think that's I think she was too close to his business by the pictures. Just looking at the pictures, I'm just naturally assuming that. Yes, I cannot wrap my mind around it. Be Tim and to be so calm. I mean, they don't exactly look like they're pan. Yeah, they looked calm as cucumbers, cool as cucumbers, I guess. They were pretty calm. I've never seen that's like cold-hearted, like the Iceman Hitman style of like not caring. I mean, film. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'll be interested to find out the link to the apartment building. If there's a reason why that place, I don't think the people care about the cameras. Ellie probably knows. Well, also, a lot of times apartment buildings will Well, a lot of the cameras get broken a lot. Oh, one moment. All right, one moment. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a second. I know there's dead air. Sorry about that. I'm just looking up something. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, let me see something. Let me just send it. All right, Queen, I'm going to email you something. Or I can probably play it on the back thing. Let me see. Let me look at it first. Matthew Guerra's cousin share details. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so Queen, I can share. I got the link to basically Matthew Guerra's cousin that shows details of the crime scene.
Yeah, I was just actually pulling that. Go ahead, put it up, please.
Oh, okay. I have the
Mine
TikTok
keeps
available.
cutting out. Yeah, mine's cutting out. Go ahead.
I'll do it right now. I'll do a share screen. Give me one moment. That's why I was like just typing furious. Okay, I'm ready. I got it shared.
It's up. Go ahead.
You got okay, cool. All right.
I honestly feel like they got set up. Because nothing's making sense to me. The way they left him in the back seat. They left him in the back seat, laid out with his pants off.
See, she says his pants off in this.
Yeah, that seems. Why is she giving
Now, they
details?
said that his pants were down, but she's saying off. So it's at first there was a lot of people saying, you know, and I did as well, that they tried to embarrass him even in death, you know, by doing that. That could be though, because you know they might have had trouble getting him in or out of the vehicle if they were moving him around or something, you know. I guess that just goes to show it could be, you know.
Yeah. But why is she giving details of the case on the live stream? Like, you know, seems like something she probably shouldn't.
Well, she's talking to her friends. And like I said, these people probably don't know anything about YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying, and the way social media is out of control. I mean, most people don't realize how bad it is until they start having to deal with the repercussions of sharing too much information, which is why, again, the FBI came out and said, please stop sharing personal and private, you know, details with this case, and stop sharing your doorbell cams and your doorbell ringer. You know what I mean? Like, they are encouraging people to stop sharing information and sharing things like this.
Yeah. I mean, jeez.
They just said it was gruesome. He was not in the front seat. He was in the back seat. My cousin's very, very, very tall. Savannah was in the front passenger seat, and she had the car seat on top of her. My cousin was in the back seat, laid out with his pants off. They said that he basically was tortured. They didn't really want to get into details.
Whoa, they did not say that in the police. I don't think they ever said that in any documents, in any newspaper article or conference. Jeez. Jeez.
Because they haven't moved the body. They're waiting for the medical examiners to get there so that they can start moving the bodies, seeing what was going on and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What did the boyfriend do to piss off the killer? Yeah, I mean, if this is, they didn't say that, and maybe that they didn't want to share that detail with the public, maybe because they didn't want to, like, when they do an interrogation of someone. So there was another.
Yeah, there was certain details they just didn't. Maybe and who knows? I don't know. I think that's sad all the way around, especially your loved one to be have details about your loved one like that everywhere. Social media all over. It's all over all the different social medias. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're talking about basically their son was murdered and he was left with his pants down. That's
well, according to her statement,
different things. You know what I'm saying, and how embarrassing as well. To them and to him, and and then to put the baby carrier on top of her. I don't understand what that was about. Why did they put the baby carrier on top of her? The baby wasn't in it, so.
Well, they put the baby carrier on top of the woman. The woman was holding the baby carrier, if I remember correctly.
Right, they say yes, but why would she be holding the baby carrier in the front seat? Baby carriers are meant to be in the back seat. You know what I mean? Like,
well, she said in important details laid out. So was he laying down with his pants down? And they said he was tortured. She says he was tortured. Apparently, that's what they told him. So
they could have been doing something to him,
Yeah, she says this thing about torture. I have no clue if that's actually accurate. So, I mean,
it's sad to even think about that kind of stuff. I mean, it happens. Don't get me wrong. It definitely happens. This is not the first case of this happening, but it's awful when you sit and think about it, and think about her. The parents of Savannah. They've lost her and her brother, and the baby. And then you think about Matthew, and they've lost him and the baby. That could have been his first and only child.
Yeah. Why he would be in the back pants down and tortured. Yeah, because originally when I heard pants down, I was thinking like they just, some people's styles, and maybe they were just misinterpreting things a little bit. You know what I mean? Sensationalizing things. It could have been just like a fashion thing, just like, how some people have their pants all dragging down. But now I'm hearing they were pulled down, and now they're, and basically, this cousin is claiming some sort of torture occurred. And, okay, then I don't know. I mean, that seems more than, that seems very personal situation. Not personal, but very, not just a common, robbery or, execution. That seems a little bit more, something more to it. No, they more than likely did something very sinister. Yeah, by the sound of the cousin. But I don't I mean, like, okay, same Tim. I was thinking the same as you until now. Yeah. Lost 3 family members to violence in the past 3 years. Very heartbreaking. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Dreamboat Annie. Sorry about that. They were not pulled down, just down a little, probably from dragging into the back seat. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Was it an accident that they pulled down the pants, like dragging, like you're claiming, beach bum, or is it like purposely done? You know what I mean? Don't know, and they probably won't know until an arrest is made and some sort of arresting like an affidavit is released or something like that. I don't think they're going to give details of like that at all until someone gets arrested. Maybe she was protecting her belly. That's what I was actually thinking. So it's like a natural, like you grab the baby carriage, like maybe she grabbed the baby carriage, put it like not carriage, I mean baby seat, put it up on her stomach to protect her stomach a little bit. Let me see. Let me see something. 1 second. Let me see. All right. All right, Queen. I'm going to share something else. Apparently.
Go ahead. I was going through some of these other things. I didn't want to show. I didn't want to just throw up this Instagram because there's quite a bit of information on it. But
yeah, let me see. This is like the video of the car. I think it's like I have to do video sharing. Let me see. Gotta find it. Give me 1 moment. Give me a moment. It's not an actual. Let me see. Oh, never mind. I can't find it. I gotta try something else. Give me a second. Give me a second.
that's all right. I have some of these TikToks pulled up here that were going
Okay.
On here, but these are the ones that they told them to start deleting and stuff. Because this is when the car was found. And they were like, you guys don't be sharing that stuff. You need to delete this. And then,
hey, everyone. We're here out here on location where the Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra have.
May not be this one, but you know what I'm saying? The ones that the neighbors that were doing it, they told them to delete it. I don't know. There's so much stuff in that Facebook group, though. It's like the girl I was talking to said that they have to lock down at nighttime because people go so crazy in there with all these different conspiracy theories and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, people make conspiracy theories about everything. I was just listening about conspiracy.
Is
3 or 4.
The one you were saying was not true? Is this what you were saying? This.
No. Remember, like it was the 3 guys that talked about the snitch situation.
Uh-huh.
It was, that was for another situation that wasn't related to the case.
Oh, so okay, so it didn't have nothing to do with these guys then, or? Yeah.
That was my understanding of like watching a couple of videos on that. Every heavyset guy with a truck is a suspect. Well, good luck in that state. That's that doesn't narrow it down by much, unfortunately. Did you see like the Cinema Shogun, like with the photo that they took with let me see. Let me see. Like look at this. Like literally they had like a let me see. When you stop sharing, let me see.
Soto. Her unborn son, Fabian, and her boyfriend, Matthew Guerra, have been found unalive. They were found in an apartment complex parking lot in their missing vehicle located in northwest San Antonio, known as the Medical Center. Per the press conference, this is currently being investigated as a homicide, but it was also noted that this is just preliminary information and it's a very perplexing crime scene. Family has taken to social media in posts as well as comments. Savannah's sister-in-law stated, "I have no words to say. Just please let me and our family grieve." Matthew's aunt also commented, but has yet to be confirmed, that they were both bound. She stated that Savannah was located in the back seat and Matthew was in the front. It was also mentioned in the press conference that homicide detectives believe they have been there for 3 to 4 days.
And we believe that it is the missing woman and her boyfriend, but we can't confirm that right now officially.
So that was wrong because she said that he was in the front, she was in the back. We know that's not true.
Yeah.
It's already been confirmed that she was in the front and he was in the back.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard to go off of these different things like the police said, you have to be careful not to be sharing just anything, because I mean these videos, some of them have misinformation or it's not correct, you know what I mean? Or
yeah. I've just been, she was with him and they didn't care. Let me see. Let me see now. What's the next thing? Let's see. Just like the videos. Let me see. Click the rumors spread quick, like middle school. Spreads quicker than that, man. Spreads a lot quicker than that. I think like a lot of people are looking for information. You see this a lot, and then the conspiracies jump around. And all you need really is one person to just, a lie can travel the world, 3 times over for the truth, basically. So from all the pics on social media, she was well aware of his. Yeah, I think she probably was aware of his lifestyle, but when you love someone, I guess you don't. I guess that's a situation there, unfortunately. I'll be wearing a hoodie, baseball hat too, so I can't be easily recognized by the keyboard. Okay, interesting. Look up Kia Boys. Yeah, I found out what Kia Boys was yesterday when Jim Jules jumped up. I was like, Kia Boys? What is Kia Boys? I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Very interesting. Let me see. Yeah, I watch YouTube, true crime and entertainment, not for facts. Yeah. Well, it depends. Sometimes it can be factual. There's a lot of factual stuff. It just depends on the stuff. But yeah. Let me see. I think once you get used to the money from the lifestyle, it's hard to walk away from the money and go work a minimum wage job. Well, you don't have to be worried about being shot most of the times when you're working a minimum wage job. And you can always move up. When you are young, that kind of life can be exciting and give you a feeling of royalty because everyone calls on you. Yeah, but unfortunately, there's a lot of people that want to take what you have. And That's, or there's one small misstep. One small misstep at a minimum at a job, you get fired. Oopsies. Find another job. One misstep here when you're doing that type of lifestyle is you die. You know what I mean? Just saying. Or you go to jail. So that's the situation you got there. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I think we should consider their environment. If the lifestyle is normal, they wouldn't see it as wrong. Also, they were young, and I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, you're growing up on that lifestyle. That is true, and you are young. Always think you're invincible when you're young. Unfortunately, you're not invincible. Let me see. It's a general as well in the bad world. Yeah, I'm trying to look up. There's more stuff to look up. But I don't know. It's a pretty sad situation. And I think she was, aware of his lifestyle. And unfortunately, it, maybe not too much aware about the danger involved. You always think it's never going to be you. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sad situation. Let me see. I think Queen's check.
Yeah, you never think you're ever going to be in this kind of a situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it will never happen to you. It will never happen to you, and then it happens, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then, I know that they weren't prepared. I think they have a GoFundMe up, but there's so many up. I was going to share one, but I don't know which one to share, and I'm not sure which one is the families, and I don't want to share the wrong one, so I'm not going to share one right now. I don't want to put something wrong.
Yeah, but sometimes people make GoFundMes to kind of scam. They pretend, oh, we're related to this family, and they see a big publicity, and they try to, you never know if it's like legit going to the family. That's the issue with that stuff. I'm sure kids as young as 10 get involved in gangs. Yeah, I've seen that's true. I remember I saw a Vice episode. I think it was a while ago. It was Liberia or something like that, and they talked, and they said the most dangerous people around are the kids, because they will shoot you. And they talked about it, and they were like as young as 8 years old carrying AK-47s. Child soldiers. So yeah, you can be very young. Don't think just because they're a kid that they're not going to be capable of pulling a trigger. What's the poundage necessary? What is 10 pound? Like less than 5 pounds of pressure for a trigger? Oh, actually, about 3.5, 3 to 5 pounds. Yeah, so you could be a kid. Yeah, apparently the GoFund mess are a hot mess. Like the families are kind of going back and forth over them. Yeah, it is always a mess with that stuff, man. Anytime when money gets involved and all this stuff gets involved in publicity, it is a hot mess, unfortunately.
Yes, and they said that there's a post up right now that Savannah's brother, that the one that went off on that kid in court.
Yeah.
The one that killed their younger brother. They apparently let him out of jail. So
I'm not too familiar with that case. Was he let out on bond, or was he just
that's the one we just watched where they got into a fight in the courtroom because the one that murdered them did a smug little look and flipped him off in the courtroom.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
would?
So
Why
he
would?
got in trouble for, going after him in the courtroom.
Oh, okay. Weird. Back in Bessing, I would see them as young as 11 to 12 carrying automatics. Yeah. In fact, I think it's much more personal than I think. I'm starting to think there might be more to it than a robbery. I don't think this is a robbery. Like why kill them for a robbery? You know what I mean? Like you put on a
What's up,
mask.
What's up, Jules?
Hi guys.
How are you, baby?
Good. I know I'm a little late, but
Fill us in on what's going on, baby. The newest stuff, because we're
You guys have pretty much covered it. I just saw when I told y'all in chat, like News 4 was covering Matthew Guerra's vigil, and I was just kind of, I mean, I don't know if the vigil hasn't like officially started, but it's really sad to see like the difference between like resources and attendance in his vigil versus like her vigil.
yes.
I mean, I get it. Their lifestyle, his lifestyle, but still, it's a son, it's a brother, it's somebody that's not on this earth anymore, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But what do you think of like? I mean, I saw Cinema Shogun's opinion, and he was like, the family should have known about this. Why are they concerned about what people think about them now that they're deceased, and should stop doing true like investigations and like looking into them with online? But they didn't do that when they were alive. You know what I mean? Like we're stopping them from going into this lifestyle. But what do you think of that thought? The opinion that Cinema Shogun has, basically.
I mean, I feel like that's a hard one to answer because you can't stop somebody from doing what they do to make income.
Right.
But that's the way that they were surviving.
Well, and you know what? Let's just keep it real. Girls and women like bad boys. They like, you know what I'm saying? Some women just do. They just, and easy money. I'll tell you what. Live a lifestyle like that. That's easy money. And I mean, it's very, very good money.
Exactly. It's money.
It's very hard to stop doing something like that, and you know what I mean. When you have the clientele and the money and the, you know what I'm saying, the connects to do it.
I mean, and he also showed a photo of them both together, and in the photo it shows the gentleman with a
stack of cash.
No, with what appears.
Let me go pull it up because I know we have it.
With appears to be an AK-47 and a handgun, while she's standing next to him with a phone, taking a picture of it. I think that's an AK-47. I'm not sure.
I know which picture you're talking about. I mean, whose eyes are we looking at that photo through? Are we looking at it through
That's true.
the eyes of like his enemies, like her friends, his friends? Because it can be seen so many different ways. It's all about perspective.
Right.
Like all the people that maybe are his competition can see it as like, oh shit, I don't want to mess with that fool. Like it, to her friends, it could be like, oh shit, she is with the bad boy. He's going to protect her.
Mm-hmm.
And then depending on what age range, it's like, oh my God, what is he into? Oh Lord,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to pray for you. And I've heard a lot of people say lately, like these kids are basically a product of their environment. Yeah, 100%. We are all a product of our environment. And in his environment, that was his way to survive. That was his way to make money for his baby, for his woman. Like, it's just perspective. It's all very different. That's why it's so shocking to me that this has made national news.
Yeah. Now, do you think, like, someone puts a point, I mean, like, that photo I was looking at, do you think that would be like a fake rifle, or do you think he was just for show? The handgun I think is real, but the rifle, you think
I
it's
mean, I don't think it's fake.
fake? Okay.
I go to a range locally, and they had something similar to that, but it was like rose gold. It was like a special edition type thing.
Okay.
And then not too long ago, they had one that was what's that, like R2D2. It was like white. It almost looked plastic, and I was like, that looks fake. But I mean, it's just a different design, maybe modded or something.
Yeah. I mean, but you can also raise your kids, right? You see, even rich people kids want to act and like. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like you see, like some people like Young Thug, like a lot of people put like social media, like all these posts out about them having drugs and guns and all that stuff. Such a weird situation. From like if you went like 70 years ago, you wouldn't see shit like. Well, they didn't have social media, but.
Yeah.
Everyone was
thank God.
very quiet. Yeah, maybe
Thank God.
You'd be like Carlo Gambino have his Instagram account ready up, But like, yeah, it's just weird to see like a lot of to see like that so blatant. You know what I mean? Like he was into serious stuff.
He really was, but I mean that was his. Like you said, his clientele, I guess
Right.
you could say
When you're
admired
in the
that.
dope game, when you're in the dope game, it is what it is. There's not too many rules. You know what I'm saying? It's
But I mean, like for real, would you buy from somebody that was like, buttoned up, colored, and
You're asking the wrong person.
I knew you were going to say something about that.
I have no idea about the drug gang. I've never bought or anything like that. Don't know nothing about it.
Well,
I'd probably be too nervous of even going near anyone like that. I'd be worried about getting arrested. You know what I mean?
Think about it on the flip side. Would you buy a computer
Beats him would be
from
shaking
somebody?
in his boots.
Right?
Absolutely. I'd be like, oh shit.
Like that. Oh, I said it the other day. Never trust a skinny chef. Like it's the persona that you put out there. Like, are you going to trust a skinny chef that he's a great cook and he's got delicious food? I mean, not if he's skinny.
Gordon Ramsay's skinny.
I mean, like, I'm talking like super skinny, like gaunt and.
I don't know about that. I think you're, don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, it's a metaphor, it's kind of like trying to put you in the mindset of attracting the correct customer base.
I get it. He's advertising on his Telegraph thing, I just think. Oh yeah.
Telegram.
Telegram. Thank you. Thinking like we're about to do like
SOS. Morse code.
Morse code. You can tell I have not used Telegraph. Telegram. Telegram. You can tell I don't use it. Jeez Louise. With what he was pushing on the sheets, he definitely had access to guns. Yeah, he did. I seen the video. I seen some photos. He did have access.
I mean, and you don't in Texas, you don't need a license to carry anymore. Although Matthew Guerra was on probation, and he was not allowed to carry firearms.
You would think the photos online would be monitored by the police.
I mean, yes, now it is, but when all of the type of all of the people that are in the system, when that is so saturated on social media, do you think police are really scrolling through every day going, oh, I got to check their record. I got to check their record.
Oh, how you doing, Kate Desgren?
Hey. Was
How you doing?
have you guys watched the video of the car yet? Like everyone keeps saying that it's like a girl with a high ponytail, but I think it kind of
Yes.
looks like it could be a do-rag too.
Oh,
Like
I never thought of
someone wearing
that.
like a do-rag and like the back hanging down.
I never thought of that.
Like somebody like like how like people curl their baby hairs out. It looks like it's like curled under, so
Now, do you think there's more than two people involved? Like, I personally think there's like two people involved.
oh yeah,
Wow.
I think there's
I
probably a
think
couple people who know. Like at least two. Well, three, because the person in the car handed the guy the tail. So there's at least three people who know. And I think maybe some, there's probably another person in the Kia or know about it.
I think a lot more people know about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, honestly, in my mind, I think he was probably, you know, um, murdered somewhere. They were murdered somewhere else, and then they basically moved the car there to that location. And
Well,
that's what I think.
Do you think they were murdered in the car or outside of the car?
I think we won't know until they tell us. I mean, like, because it would be pretty messy if you did that in the car. I mean,
Because the gunshot wounds behind the ear make me feel like it might have been inside the car because it's like it
yeah.
sounds like somebody was sitting
Yeah, I'm
of a
imagining, like,
car and
I'm thinking, like, the reason why this is what I thought originally. I thought the reason why the baby seat was moved to the front was because there was two people sitting in the back, the guy with the gun and the the gentleman, the victim, and then she would be sitting in the passenger seat, and then there would be a driver. And I'm thinking that they got into a location, executed them, and then basically one of them left the scene, and the other one drove the car to the location to drop
yeah,
off.
I think they picked somebody up or two people up, whatever, and then they needed to make room in the car. And then whoever shot them was in the back and shot them from behind.
Okay, so the police chiefs indicated it was gruesome. So if that's the case, if it's gruesome as he's stating, it probably would be in the car. But the thing is when you fire a gun inside a car, it's kind of loud. You're gonna go deaf, right?
Gun residue as well is going to be in there, so they'll be able to figure that out.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of something you don't want to shoot a gun inside a car. But maybe these guys are not thinking that way because you're gonna go like your hearing's gonna be gone.
I think Chronicles had a really good scenario that
Okay. Yeah, she says. Yeah, she says there are two bullet holes in the front windshield. They were killed in the car. The police saying moving them just means the car moved, and shell casing also inside car. So you think the bullet wounds? You think the shell like they were shot? You think the bullets came out like they were shot inside the car, but the bullets kind of went out, like those exit wounds out of the car?
Well, that makes sense. If they were shot from the back seat, they would go out probably the front window, or you know what I mean. Like maybe because if it was behind the ear, it might have not went through too much. Like not to be graphic or anything, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, unfortunately, we're in a very dark subject, so I mean,
Jules, what were you saying before?
Yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Chronicles?
Oh, Chronicles was putting together a really good scenario that both Matthew and Savannah had driven somewhere together, and Savannah, stayed in the passenger side. Like two people had gotten into the back seat. That's why the car seat went on her lap, and they were both, shot behind the head. And in order for them to move the car and move away from the area that Matthew had originally driven to, they pulled him into the back seat. There were shell casings in the car, and there were bullet holes in the windshield. So pulling Matthew into the back seat, and then the driver, whoever we see come out in the surveillance footage, took the car wherever it needed, wherever it ended up.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
It does.
And there is a photo of them, of SAPD covering the back windshield, and I think they did that not because the windshield was broken or anything, but there is a photo of the side of the car, and it looks like the tint is darker on the sides of the car versus the back of the windshield, the back windshield. Is that still called a windshield back there?
Yeah, I guess.
But I think because there were helicopters, there was footage being shot from in the air when they found the car, and I think you could see Matthew from that viewpoint of the newscopters.
Yeah,
So
I
I
was
think
gonna.
that's
Yeah.
why they covered the back windshield. As far as him being tortured, I've heard that rumor more now.
Yeah.
Even the cousin saying that his pants were completely off versus
Well,
just pulled down.
I mean, whenever I hear like a family member's, I mean, like, I don't know if that's accurate, like 100% accurate for me. Like, you know what I mean? I hate to say it, but I just don't know if what she's saying is accurate or whatnot. I don't know if it's just something she misinterpreted by when she was told by someone else, because I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's reliable, basically, what she's stating about the torture and all that stuff until the police say so. You know what I mean? But I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you think she's reliable her statements, or do you think something like that?
I think maybe like them moving him may have like, you know how like guys wear their pants like loose and like low sometimes.
Back in the day, yes. Back in the day, yes.
Yeah, back in the
Sure.
day, not really anymore, but I guess some people might still do it. But I was thinking maybe like, you know, maybe he just had like loose pants on, and when they were moving him, they just kind of fell down, and like, because I'm pretty sure like
I
the
mean,
sister.
by the photos, he actually wore his pants down like that. I see a photo where his belt is literally like you can see his underwear kind of. So
Yeah.
that was the style he did do.
So like maybe the sister just saw that and were like, oh my goodness, they tortured him because you see something like that, you're not gonna think like maybe they came down while they were moving him. You're gonna think the worst probably, but I mean I guess it's sure it's possible, but I think it's more so like they just assumed that because he had like abrasions from them moving him and like maybe his pants coming down or something like via moving him, but that's just my guess.
Yeah, I mean, that could be it. I mean, I like that. The whole thing with the pants down thing, I think I agree. I think it was just his style, and I don't think his pants were pulled all the way down to humiliate him or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe he could have been when they say torture. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's misinterpretation by the cousin or something like. It's not really reliable information to be like, oh, this means that he was tortured. I just don't think that. I don't think it's a robbery either. Robberies, why kill them? You take their drugs. They're not going to go to the cops and report you.
Well, there's a lot of rumors about him being like a snitch. Like they had that video
Yeah.
of those apartments. And like the first one, there's like gunshots and the dude runs out of the apartment. And then he runs back and then goes inside and tells, sorry, I have candy in my mouth. He tells the one girl, like, get inside. I think I just saw, it sounds like at least, he says, I think I just saw the person who shot them or something like that. And then it goes to the next camera where these two guys walk up and he's like, did they recognize you? And the guy says, like, you don't know nothing, or at least it sounds like that. And then they say that B, Savannah, and her man, but they use a different word, dead. So, like, they knew, I don't know, I guess this was right when they found, like, right after they found them. And they said they were and the guy says they were snitching. So, I guess, like, the talk of the town there is.
It's the word on the street, basically.
Yeah, that they were snitching.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, I have the issue with that video is it comes from that that Facebook page. I'm trying to remember who it was. Mona Harris,
Yeah.
right? And she's trying to raise money for a new apartment, and she says she's an entrepreneur now. And I just I get such like
I don't think it's like any evidence or anything, but I think maybe it's just like people in town talking about it, like, but not like anything of importance.
Just like rumors. Like I take it now as more like a rumor that was heard on the streets type of deal, like than that. But like I feel like that lady was getting mad at other YouTuber channels using her video, and now she has watermarks on her videos now, and it's just weird. I just feel to use her. You know what I mean? Like it's odd now. You know what I mean? Chronicle says he was in jail right before this. I'll send it to you while in jail. They think he snitched. I did not hear about that.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard he got arrested with like 2 other guys.
And he walked out of jail?
He walked out of jail like the next day.
So they
and
think
didn't get out.
Yeah, they think he's, well, again, rumor. They think he snitched while in jail, and that kind of adds up to his like Telegram like timeline where he said he was about to re-up, and they think that he got raided, stole all his supply, whatever, and he was about to re-up, and in the process of doing that he was
now,
killed.
By the way, obviously I don't know the street. What's re-up? I'm sorry.
Restock his supply.
Thank you. I mean, I'm trying to I didn't know about Kia Boys. I don't know re-up.
His inventory was about to be increased.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm not the only one of like 600 people that
No, I think you are.
re-up.
Yeah, I think you
He's
are.
probably the only one who doesn't know. Well, if you looked at his supply, like it's crazy. The pictures he was sharing, I don't know if they were like pictures. I don't know if they were pictures he got off Google or what, but if they weren't pictures he got off Google, he had like boxes of promethazine and codeine. He had like, I don't know if I can say this stuff out loud and things, so I'm not gonna say it. But he had lots of
I
stuff.
think at this point, I think like if you don't show the image, you'll probably be fine.
He's flossing a lot of money always.
Yeah, like big wads of money, guns he was showing, like.
Yeah, he had a lot of. I saw I was like, how is this guy not caught by the cops before? Like this guy was blatant. I mean, like all you needed to do was just go to his Telegram. I said it right this time. And then basically, you would see like all the incriminating evidence against him.
So, do you think whoever got out of the Kia was a girl or a guy? Like, what do you?
A guy. I don't think it's a female. I think probably his hairstyle is probably a guy.
But doesn't it, like, to me it looked like, how like the girls, they curl they get them little baby hairs and they curl them in like a little like curl. Like it looks like in front of the ear there's like a little curl, which I don't know if guys do that, but like at first I thought it was a guy and maybe they had like a do-rag on or something because it looks kind of like a ponytail. But it looked like there's like a little curl like in front of the ear. I don't know. You got to zoom in and look at it, but now I'm confused because I was like, oh, that kind of looks like a girl would do that, but maybe guys do it too.
Yeah. Chronicles wants me to say I won't know this, but Jules will know this. She says his last re-up was in a bag from a shooting range. Wonder if that was a sneak diss and a hint him what was coming. Ask Jules because you don't know. So this is directed to Jules.
Where's the question again? All right, you see
Oh my gosh. Sorry, could you read the question one more time?
His last re-up was in a bag from a shooting range. Wonder if that was sneak diss and a hint at him what was coming. Ask Jules because Tim won't know.
I don't see that. I mean, that is observation at its finest, Chronicles. I hadn't even thought into that. That's a really good observation. That got me. All I heard was that whatever, things that he was selling, he was putting in baby bottles. That's the only thing I heard about, like his supply.
Wait a minute,
he was distributing.
Where did you hear that he was putting things in baby bottles? Maybe I missed that. And if I did, I apologize. Where did you hear that from?
The Facebook group
But where did they get that information from?
from Flaco's Market on Telegram.
Okay. I gotta ask because I didn't. That's the first time I heard that. So that would be interesting that he would do that because that implies a little bit like he was using a certain condition. Let me see.
Can you say Flaco's Market one more time?
No.
Put the
No.
picture up of I'm sending you now. Okay, let me check what I got.
Sorry, I'm feeding Taco. Hold on.
You're feeding Taco? Shouldn't it be the other way around? No, I'm joking.
Dogged him.
Who named a dog Taco, by the way? Just as a side rant. What do you think, Kate? Do you think you would name a dog Taco?
Sure. A chihuahua, yeah.
Oh my god.
And what's your plant's name?
I have a story about that.
You know?
So, Taco's real name is actually Diego. I just doxed you, Taco. My bad. His adoption papers say Diego. So I like to say that, and this is very relatable. I like to say that in Taco's former life, he was a dealer, and he died from a bad deal, and he was reincarnated as a Chihuahua, and so I need to protect his Diego identity, and that's why we call him Taco.
Okay. All right. So,
right.
Interesting.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging you every day of every year. Queen, how you doing? Queen? I need to ask her something.
Yes, be Tim.
So I got sent a photo by Chronicles of those bottles. It looks like. Can I share the screen, or do you want me? Can we?
Yeah,
share
I was gonna say I got the Instagram up too. I was gonna share it all too. So either way, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just one little photo. So I mean,
it's educational purposes. I mean, we're not doing it to be harmful.
Yeah, this is the photo that I was sent. So this is what he talked about with the gun range.
So can you zoom in on that, or is this just a bag? Okay, so it's a bag with the lean in it.
Yep.
And it looks like
lean back. This is the part. Now look. Okay, so let me explain to you what this is. So look,
Flaco X.
What?
It says Flaco RX.
They call Flaco down here as well. But go ahead, Queen.
Yeah, that's usually okay. So is this different than what I'm talking about?
Nah, just different name.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because this is a lot of the rappers and people you see with cups with the purple stuff in it, like
sipping on a syrup. Yep.
Scissor.
Oh, hold on. I was gonna say. So, anyways, you'll see the cups that they carry. They usually carry like Lil Wayne will carry a cup around, and usually when like in other cups or his cups or just depends on who you're around or whatever what you see. But they have like they'll mix it with Sprite and other things like that. So,
and it says here, what's YAK? What to do? Baby bottle grape.
You know what?
It says
YAK. You know what to do. You know what to do.
And what's
you know what to do? Hit me up before it's out with the running.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. I'm just trying to put it up to you know what I'm saying. That's.
I feel like
I know you're like a straight square. I know you don't understand any of it. I'm trying to explain it to you a little bit.
Oh God.
I know you would never do drugs. I know you know nothing about them. So I'm just trying to.
Yeah, this is like
break it down to you a little bit.
We'll break down.
He's a square made with a T square.
What's the baby like? What's the baby bottle?
There's a song called "Sipping on Some Scissor." Sipping on some.
Come on, Tim, you know that one.
Come on, B Thug. Shit,
No,
come on,
no,
get into fucking character now. Come on, shit.
No. But it says, what's the baby like symbol and the grape symbol mean? I don't know what that means.
It's grape.
Grape. But that means that it's measured in a baby bottle. You get it in a baby bottle pop.
Ah, okay.
It's measured in baby bottles. It's easier to measure it that way, and then
See.
Grape.
And what do you think about it being like a gun range? It looks like a gun range.
Texas flip on it. She said, "Bottle of grape lean, lean back, lean back."
What does
Oh,
that
it's not.
say? It says Ranger Firearm. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, like
And for clarification, BTM, Flaco is like a nickname, like for skinny. Like
oh,
Flaco, Flaca, like
okay,
Pancho, Pancha, like that's the opposite. That would be a bigger person.
okay.
Güera, like I'm often called Güera because I'm so light skinned. So
You're talking to someone who failed Spanish. I love it.
well, these are like I don't. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. No habla español. No Nintendo.
Oh God.
I know like Tex-Mex. So these are just like
Okay.
nicknames.
Okay.
But they called him Flaco. 'Cause he
So
was
why
skinny.
do you think they were like in a gun range kind of bag? Do you think that's telling or something like that?
Say it again, Tim.
I don't know. I'm gonna look up that range.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm like wondering. Like, why was this stuff, these items in this bag? Like, why were they using this type of bag?
And yes, Chronicles, they are looking for a gordo.
Yeah, I was gonna say what.
I just stopped sharing just now. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. It's dangerous. Don't take medications other than labeled prescription. Yeah, I mean, that's correct. Suits and boots.
Did that say Ranger Firearms?
It said it's hard to read because it's like backwards. But let me see.
I think it did.
Yeah, I think it did. Rangers Firearms. Let me see.
Yeah, Ranger Firearm.
And this is another one. I'll do another share screen if you want, Queen. Let me just look at it first.
That's up to you, Mo. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just, you got control here. I'm just trying to. Here, this one says here, it says December 19th. Okay, via link, and it has this. Fabs in TMORW place orders, and they have these dove symbol, heart symbol, crying emoji symbol, all that stuff.
I just found out StreamYard has an app on phone now.
Oh, didn't know that. But yeah, what's this mean basically?
I'm trying to blow it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I can make
I've
it
been
bigger.
trying to figure that out too. I can't figure out what that is. It looks like a polo symbol on a shirt.
Yeah, and I figured these got to be signs like these. They're using like these little images as some sort of signifiers, like Fabs in TMRW. What's TMRW?
That's tomorrow, buddy.
Tomorrow.
Okay, this is how bad I am with these.
Wow, Tim.
I type everything out. I type everything out.
Oh, you're fantastic.
Like, everyone that thinks I'm smart is immediately going to like reverse that opinion by tomorrow. Yeah. Jeez.
Tim's abbreviations are the best.
Next, you hear B Tim saying, IDK. I don't know what that means. IDK. I don't know.
I don't know what IDK means.
I don't know what IDK means, guys. Help me out. We need someone with some understanding of abbreviations.
Oh my God.
So do you guys think that like situation with that chick on Instagram, do you think that holds any weight, or do you think it's just like crazy speculation?
Oh, okay. So Chronicles actually, I'm starting to wonder what Chronicles does in real life. She says, beats him. It's a polo symbol, and it means party favors in tomorrow. Place your orders.
Right. I was just gonna say I couldn't come up here. I couldn't open the chat because I was trying to put this picture on. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's really not hard to break it down. Yeah, party phase. Hit me up by tomorrow or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of depends. You just gotta, Excuse you, Duke. Sneezing over there like that.
Damn it, Duke.
Hardcore, Duke. He sneezed and hit his nose on the floor.
Oh
no.
Poor guy, man.
Poor BB. So do you think that like that Instagram beef, the girl who like put up that stuff, do you think that has anything to do with it, or you think people are just
that Annalisa chick?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she had something against Savannah.
But someone sent me something that I think like, it made me be like, oh wow, that's definitely a possibility. You know what I mean? I refuse to show
the
it.
mother's the stepmother's boyfriend.
Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
same car and
Yep,
all
and the
that.
same panza. Yeah. That the stomach. He's a very large man.
Yeah.
I think that's a picture that has
What's
been
panza
floating
mean?
around. Like gut.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Sorry, tell me to pull my south side back, okay? Just tell me when.
I love the South Side.
Because I'll start going, cámate, way.
I think
Meg,
it's definitely a lead they need to look into, but
I think so too.
Meg says I'm 50-50, but some people said she's been cleared. I think she was referring to the people that
I've heard people saying that, but the police haven't said it. So, until the police actually say, like, this person's cleared, I don't believe anybody's cleared. But they're telling people that they were cleared.
I mean, I think like that's good thing that they say, even if they're because like how crazy people are. People will think they're like the police and start investigating these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't really I wasn't like I wouldn't show it, but I think if you do have somebody, you're missing and people are posting your picture and saying they want to fight you and they got issues with you, at least it's something they need to look into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to put out the fire that's being, put towards him. I think he's definitely, he matches the silhouette of the person that comes out of the truck.
All
but
right.
I don't think they want the internet to go after him before the police can go after him.
Now,
so
this
I
is-
think they're trying to.
Yeah, this is at Jules. She says her boyfriend was in the hallway. I'll read it again. Jules, her boyfriend was in that hallway video talking about the snitching. They are definitely somehow involved. I think they know a lot. It sounds like.
Yeah, that video was interesting with those three kids talking. You saw that? Tim?
Everyone says that's the girl Anna's boyfriend. It looks like him. Like it
does.
does.
100%. Yeah.
Well, let's not go with 100%.
Several look in the direction of Savannah Soto's apartment. Everyone here, including her grandmother Rachel, hoping for any clue on her location.
We're entitled to know something about her. We love her. We miss her. Whatever's going on, let her come home so we can have a Merry Christmas with her.
Family says the 18-year-old mother-to-be hasn't been heard from since Friday, the day before she was set to be induced.
I just need to know that she's okay.
Savannah's mother, Gloria Cordova, put out a desperate plea for information about her daughter and filed a police report with Leon Valley over the weekend. Cordova says since last speaking to her daughter, there's been no contact with Savannah.
I just want her home. I'm worried about the baby. If she's even had a baby.
Gloria says she believes Savannah is in trouble.
There's no reason why she would just get up and go off and do that.
Especially in light of her 15-year-old brother Ethan being killed last year.
She knows what I went through with Ethan. And I know she doesn't want me to go through this again.
I hope everyone here to look for Savannah has.
To God hear my prayers and bring my granddaughter and my great-grandson back home. Harry for us right now.
Oh, he's in a fucking fight, nigga! Chill the fuck out! Not the fucking time!
So they're saying this is where the families were fighting. Okay, families emotionally arguing after their loved ones' bodies were found dead. Justice for Savannah, Matthew, and the baby.
I can't blame
Oh, he's in a fucking fight, nigga! Chill the fuck out! Not the fucking time! got a fucking fight, always trying to fucking fight, nigga! Chill the fuck out! Not the fucking time!
This is not the time, sir.
Did everybody tell you what happened? What we think might have happened down here? So, but before I tell
I'm sorry for your losses,
That must be mom when she found out.
It's horrible.
What I'm about to tell you, excuse me, what I'm about to tell you is preliminary information and could change, quite possibly will change as detectives get further into the investigation. And what we're looking at right now, I think everybody knows the background on this, so I won't go into it. But what we're looking at right now is a very, very perplexing crime scene. And detectives right now are looking at this as a possible murder. And but we don't know for sure. So again, because of the complexity, the complex crime scene, we can't say for sure what we have. Questions?
How many people were found? Are there people inside the car?
There are 2 people in the car.
Are they dead?
They are deceased. We believe that it is a woman. And we confirm that we can't confirm that right now.
The baby.
Bodies are mixed.
So that missing woman was pregnant. Do we have any update on the baby?
No, I mean, I can't say for sure. I'm not going to say anything officially about whether the person is pregnant or is pregnant. I can't say that.
God, how devastating. I can't. Oh, my God. I can't even imagine getting news like that.
I hadn't heard that one.
This is I'm the cousin's Instagram part that they have there's okay, so here's some of the photos they were talking about where they're like where he's being real flashy.
Yeah.
You know.
Find it.
All that money. Stack right there.
Now we gotta stay.
Yeah, the stack right there.
Yeah, see, he's flashing money back here in the background. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and then he puts another stack up on his ear right after this.
Now, what type of gang sign? Is that like a gang sign he's doing with his hands?
Right here after that.
No, I was gonna say it looks like he's just showing his off his watch and stuff or whatever.
But look at his hand. Yeah, but look at his hands. He does hand signals on one of the videos.
Oh well, then I mean, who knows? I thought you were talking about this one right here.
Right there.
Yeah, and he's got his grill in and stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that doesn't mean they don't deserve justice though, because they do.
Oh hell
they
no.
really,
Absolutely.
They didn't even get to spend their first Christmas with their baby, their first New Year's with their baby. All that was taken away. Fucking sad, man.
Now, I think someone asked before. I think someone was asking. Trying to find it. Calling gang signs on here, my dude. That's not the play. We aren't calling out gang signs. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it could be identified.
I don't think he was really calling it out. Just by asking, just more so asking about it or what if that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it says SAPD releases footage of persons of interest in the Savannah Soto case. So you see, I think there was actually a couple pictures that they put up, and it looks very familiar to the pictures they put up of the guy with the big belly. Have you guys seen those?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That chick who had who put up stuff on Instagram.
Yes, can
He's
you? I was
one
gonna say,
like
can you send it or link me to it, and I'll put it up. I don't know how to find it again.
yeah. Hold on.
Also,
I
here
think I
this
saved.
says Savannah Soto, another possible update as Ring cameras footage reveals another connection. Now, is this one the one where they said it was not connected to him, but they put it in here anyways?
I don't know.
I'm just kind of curious here. We'll listen.
Doorbell footage released where you can see.
Hold on, we'll listen to it. That sounds like fucking straight gunfire, right?
100%. You tell by the bursts.
I sent you the Instagram one on TikTok. I mean, on Messenger.
Yo, come inside. I think I just see the people that shot at me outside right now.
Yeah. The shots were definitely fired. He ran down that hallway. You know what I mean?
So, do we know what day?
Possible update in the Savannah Soto case as.
Oh, sorry, I was.
Yeah, I was just.
And one.
What? You were just what? I'm sorry.
I was just asking. Do we know what day and time that was taken and?
So, the lady like posted like a TikTok and said like took a screenshot of all the dates, and a lot of them were on December 22nd. But I think the one where they talk about them being dead was the 26th. I think that's when they found them. But the other ones were on the 22nd, I think. But I don't that shooting
Yeah.
is like connected. It's days later or something.
Yeah.
You're right. 22nd at 3:09, 3:11, 3:13, 3:19. There's a screenshot of her blink camera, the motion triggers.
Oh, by the way, Queen, you got a super chat? Queen?
Maxie or Moxie. Oh, thank you. I seldom don't join the chat as I watch on my TV, but wanted to send some love. Happy New Year and wishes to Queen in the Hive. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm scared for that lady. I hope she just got out of town or something. I don't know. Just scary to me. What lady are you scared for, baby?
Probably the person who's living where that door camera is at.
Oh, gotcha. The Ring camera that she gave him.
Yeah.
So, question: what apartment complex is this that the blink cameras were taken from?
Not sure. And doesn't really even say here. Let me see. It's not this one.
I've heard it wasn't where Savannah and Matt lived, but a different one nearby.
Because where they lived versus where they were found, two different apartment complexes. And I've wondered the connection.
So this says first part. Okay, hold on here. Let's see.
I'm sure they probably, if he sells stuff, he's probably goes to all, they hang around the same places, so.
Yeah.
But I think there are 3 different apartment buildings where they live, those videos, and where they were found.
Could be. Let's see.
You think you might need a lighter? Or I don't know. I'm just trying to get this up to my grandma, but she's getting her matter because me and my brother got in an argument that she's throwing all my stuff outside. She's messing my makeup and like I'm telling my grandma she could try to hurt me or yeah.
So I'm guessing her camera footage is how they got those boys on there, and the one across the where they run into the door across right here.
Yeah.
See, it's right from her door.
Chronicles has a question for Jules. She thinks that Anna girl and the boyfriend apartment in the ring is their neighbor across. From Chronicles.
The Annalisa Terrazas, is that her?
Yeah, the Anna girl and her
Well,
boyfriend's apartment.
I think her boyfriend might live there, if anything, not her.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna send y'all.
Well, I guess depending on who she lives with. Like, if she, like, lives with her dad, then maybe, but I don't think her mom lives there.
I think this is the connection that we are looking for. Here, Nick, I'm gonna send it to your Discord, Nick.
Okay.
That's taken from TikTok. I just cropped tightly around.
Roger that.
Yeah, Queen, I sent you a TikTok of this lady showing the girl's Instagram, but
Okay,
it's
this
not
right
till
here
I'm gonna
says
see it.
murdered Texas teen Savannah Soto's boyfriend was on probation for assaulting her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was arrested for assaulting her and was on probation.
And she put a protective order on him, and then she lifted it in April, and that's when I think because she was pregnant or she got pregnant.
You want me to screen share this afterwards?
Yeah, that's what we were looking for when we're referring to the Annalisa girl,
Okay.
and that's who we were talking about, like that matches the silhouette of the person that comes out of the truck.
Ooh,
And this is taken from TikTok. So.
My computer just froze up on me. Hold on a second.
And I'm pretty sure everybody who's in this case has probably come across something like this.
Yeah.
Well, Boston, you're not up here anymore. I don't know where you went, but
he kicked himself.
He kicked himself.
I kicked him off.
Oh,
okay. Tired of your shit, Nick. No, I'm just kidding.
That did
it. I moved from like having all Apple products like iPad, MacBook, iPhone, and I got a Windows, like a tower. And I'm still not, I haven't found a good thing to connect like iCloud and AirDrop. So
yes,
I promise I'm technologically savvy, but when it comes to Apple to Windows, I can't. Not yet. I haven't learned it yet.
Oh. All right, here we go. My thing froze up on me. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I sent Nick.
Okay. So I'll bring it down.
I see a lot of it with this case. It can be anyone's kids and relatives in this situation. People are not putting themselves in others' shoes and go straight to judgment. It's infuriating. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, like a lot of people don't know about the situation a person's in, walk a mile in their shoes type of deal. And you got a lot of Facebook groups that are just basically running with like, who did it, trying to solve it. Think of it more like a game than actually thinking like, there's two families been wrecked by this loss, and that type of situation.
Many people.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a game for these people, but sometimes people just find it as entertainment. Like, I don't think a lot of these Facebook groups and stuff like that really think about the fact that most likely the victim's family could be watching their live stream. Especially sometimes they'll type up the name of the victim in Google or YouTube or Facebook, and they'll look through the groups to see what is going on, looking for answers, just like we're looking for answers. And then they get into a situation where they get bombarded by the craziness that these types of cases can bring up. So it is what it is. I mean, but that's why I say, like, a lot of times you gotta. Unfortunately, I would recommend I shouldn't say unfortunately. I'd probably recommend the family don't even look at social media, to be honest with you, and shut it down. A lot of this stuff is areas being close to the border to run stuff over, and some of it's generational. Dads, uncles did this stuff, older brothers, and these kids fall into it. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I couldn't understand, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand it, about that situation.
Oh, that's so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
Did you guys show the photo of the, what's it called? The one you sent me, Jules?
I don't know what she sent you.
Here, I'll put it back. Or I'll screen share it.
The Annalisa girl connection that everybody was making.
That's what I'm saying. To make a comment like the baby would have ended up in gangs around drugs. It's very Who said that? Captain Napkin. That's a crazy ass statement that someone made.
Let me read it.
Beat him. I don't see a Captain Napkin in the chat.
It's Captain Napkin.
I heard you say napkin.
Well, it should be napkin. It makes it easier for me to say. Captain Napkin. Listen.
Cappy. Is it easier? Cappy.
Nah. It reminds me of like the old, like the sci-fi shows, like the 1950s, like the Captain. What is it? Like black and white.
While we're waiting, here's these pictures of this guy. Let's see here. Of his belly, where we were talking about the big belly, like his. So here's the video of it. Let's see. And they claim that he was not. They were neither one of them were driving. That someone else was driving. Then when they pulled up to meet this guy, and he got out. He's got like a white shirt on or something, and he's got a really big belly.
What was the temperature that night over there on December 20th in Arizona? Let me see. 26th.
I think this is Texas, not Arizona.
Yeah, sorry, Texas. My bad.
That's okay. Just wanted to make sure you got the accurate one.
Yeah, I know. Brain fart.
Brain fat. He's a big dude.
So there they got him circled with his like his little belly there hanging there. And then they got this guy here.
So it says here the temperature was like 39 degrees at night, it says, right?
And then a girl gets out, or not a girl. I think it's a girl because it looks like, but somebody else gets out of the Kia for a second, and you can see their silhouette. It looks like a lot of people think it looks like a ponytail,
right?
But I think it might be a do-rag. But it does look like her, if it's a girl, that the edges are like curled under a little bit. So that's why I think it might be a girl, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so KNS says Duty Run enhanced the video showing another person in the truck. Let me see that.
Here's the courtroom. Remember I was telling you earlier, B-Tim, we were talking about the brother. Savannah Soto's brother was murdered, and the guy that did it was in the courtroom, and he smirked and flipped the family off, and the brother went after him. This is the video of it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Get stomped out. Stomped out in court.
That would make sense, like you use a towel to grab the gun type of deal. So I get that, what you're stating. Chronicle says there's been a big debate on if that's a real belly or he was hiding something. I also think the driver handed him the gun at this point to get rid of it. I don't know about the fake belly thing.
That's a belly.
That's a belly. But
I mean, even if they had something underneath, they still had a big belly.
Yeah.
Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, wouldn't-
But I do think maybe they handed him the gun and he wiped down the gun in the door and took it.
yeah. Let me see. Yeah, the dude I would die to see my picnics to some grainy image. Do understand why people freaked out. I'm definitely like, yeah, I mean, yeah, let me see. Ain't that big, but it's lumpy. We call them the hunter's pouch vest for weapons and stuff. They look like sumos. So I don't know.
Yeah, because they tuck stuff under their belly. They tuck shit under their stomach.
I mean, I sent a picture to your Discord about this.
Is it the same one we just showed, or?
No.
Okay.
The second one, I think, would be the best one.
You something
want to show them? Can you pull them?
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to take a look at it first, just to make sure it's okay to show that. Excuse me. God bless you, Nick.
I don't believe that there's three evil spirits that flop around your face and then go back into your body.
Actually, no, we probably shouldn't, because this says
Yeah.
this actually doxes somebody's first and last name, and then another first and last name, and then saying her husband looks like just like this big guy.
That's
I
what I
don't
sent
want
you
any
first.
kind of accusations out there like that, especially you know you know what I'm saying. His life could be ruined by doing that, especially if he had nothing to do with anything like
Yeah.
that. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to send you first.
That's kind of.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
kind of scary that, you know, people are already passing that around. And I'm sure that's probably all over. You know what I mean? Because you guys, I'm sure you got it from somewhere that it's already been put out. So
Yeah, it's on I think IG, TikToks.
yeah, and that's the scary
Oh, yeah,
part.
it's being
That's the scary thing. People just throw out whatever conspiracy theories or whatever they want to, you know. Don't get me wrong, it does look like him when you see his face. It's, you know what I mean? But I just don't feel comfortable until the police say, yes, that's him or whatever, you know what I mean? Or until there's like proof of that. I just don't want to
100%.
be the one to put, you know, or to aid in putting out misinformation if it's not true, you know?
Mm-hmm. So I want you to look at it first.
I definitely see why they feel that way though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if he didn't, that could ruin his life, you know?
And I think that's why they're trying to hush the online sleuths
Right, because
they've
here it
gone.
says he drives a blacked out Chevy Silverado, and
Yeah.
then they did the Google Earth straight to his house, which they already know
Yep.
his name, so that means he's been doxxed. They Google Earthed his house, so they're already like invading, you know what I'm saying, his privacy
Yeah.
goes. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like, and if that is something going on, you gotta fucking, if you know, if he is involved in the cartel or the gang or anything like that, and you're fucking putting out shit about his house and his, you know, and your voice and your name, you know what I mean, and pictures and all that, it could get ugly quick, you know.
Could be a sticky situation real quick.
Yeah, and it says they Google Earthed his house already, and there is a blacked out Silverado in the driveway. So I don't know that, and these Facebook groups get crazy, you know. I mean, shit.
Yeah, that one.
Stuff.
Oh my God! Chronicle says JLR tried to identify the belly dude. Says he found him. It's on his. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh no! No, JLR. No, you were doing
okay.
okay. I was about to say good, but then I was like, oh, okay. Let me see.
Somebody made a good point. I'm not sure if it was Chronicles or Zoots, but they said since police have been quiet, they probably have enough information that is credible information that they're looking into, that they don't need the public's help. I'm not sure who said that, but it was a really good point. Either that or they're probably really keeping an eye on the people that they do have, you know, on their radar, and they're watching their next moves, and they're letting, you know, the funerals and the vigils kind of happen before all mayhem breaks loose. Because
Almost like Idaho 4, they basically were casing him for a long time, right? Before they actually roped him up. Kohlberger.
Yeah, it takes a while to build a case, and you don't want to arrest somebody prematurely, because once you arrest them, it's go time. Things start moving, and you have to get ready for court. You have to have all your stuff in order, and you only have so much time to do that. So it's better to wait and build a case as much as you can before you make the arrest. You're not rushed.
Oh my God! And then Chronicle said, and the nameless one reported it and agreed. Well, this is the nameless one was the same person that wanted to do an interview with Turtle Boy while he was in and didn't know that he was in jail. So not much research there. If you want to look, not much research going on in that end of the woods. Let's just say that much. Lana says, man, I wish you guys would cover this case I listened to about a teenage girl who went missing, and it caused crazy social media storm. At the end, it was unaliving or something completely unrelated. I don't know what the case you're talking about. If you tell me the case, I'll look it up and look on afterwards. I'll check it out. Oh my God, doing the magic with the zooming. Okay.
People still zoom? Lord.
Oh, geez, zooming in. Was it me? Was one of these smarty pants in here? I watched her perform the analysis of the facial expressions on top of my case. I was cringing for an hour. Why did I watch the whole thing? No clue. Yeah.
Who'd she watch?
The nameless one, probably.
Oh, yeah, the nameless one, yes.
Yes, the nameless one. Wow, the nameless one doesn't have an ounce of integrity. Didn't she hate him last week? The times, yeah, you would think that someone you hate, you would never use their materials, but the nameless one often flip flops. She probably should have won the award last night for most flip flopper. To be honest with you, she's definitely the hottest flip flopper.
That name kills me. Yeah, I thought she would have won.
Yeah, I personally thought she would have won that. Okay,
that's what I voted for.
Is the big belly person a male or female? It's really hard to tell. I think it's a male, and I think the person with the ponytail you said, Kate, you think is a female?
I thought it might be a female, because if you zoom in, it almost looks like their edges are curled in front of their, unless it's like that's naturally how their hair is, or maybe I'm just seeing that and that's not what it is, but it almost looks like, you know, when somebody purposely curls the edges and they like make them in that little curl shape, it looks like it's like curled, or looks maybe like a
All
do-rag
right,
to me.
this says Matthew's brother speaks and says, "Turn yourself in."
Okay.
Let's do it.
Our top story now at 5. The family of a man murdered with his pregnant girlfriend are gathering to remember his life. Matthew Guerra and Savannah Soto were found dead last Tuesday afternoon. San Antonio police have not given any updates in the case since releasing this surveillance video showing 2 persons of interest, one of them driving Soto's car. KENS 5's Megan Reyna has been following the story, and she joins us live now from the vigil at Woodlawn Lake Park. Megan?
Well, Deborah, the vigil just wrapped up moments ago. We know Matthew's father just wants him to be remembered as an energetic young man who was eager to become a father. And moments ago, the family did release balloons. They were praying as well, and they shared stories about Matthew. They never expected to have to start off the new year without him and then having to remember him. Instead, they were hoping to build memories, new memories with Savannah and baby Fabian. Now, of course, the family left grieving, but also searching for justice. Now, here's what Matthew's father had to say to the people who killed his son, Savannah, and baby Fabian.
I believe that there's nothing you can do or nowhere you can go that you can escape the consequences that are coming for this horrible crime that was been committed, and to turn yourself in.
Days ago, police released a surveillance video looking for 2 persons of interest seen here. One was driving the silver Kia Optima belonging to the victims, and the other was driving a Chevy Silverado. This is a capital murder investigation. Police asking anyone with information to give them a call. You can even remain anonymous. We have that information for you on our website, kins5.com. Reporting from the West Side, Megan Reyna, KINS 5.
That one does look like a girl getting out of the car.
Oh, prayer partner Eve, servant of God. What a name. Happy New Year 2024. She said to you, Queen.
Damn, Kate, you could zoom all the way in there to be able to see that girl, huh?
Happy New Year, love.
Happy New Year.
Let me see. I don't see a bunch of.
Well, on my computer, like I had it up on my computer, it's a lot bigger to me, but it doesn't look like curls. Like, it's hard to explain, but you know, if you guys know what edges are, it's like where the women get like the baby hairs in their sideburn, and they like put like gel on it, and then they like make it make it curl under, and it looked like where like the sideburns were. That it was like, I guess it could just be like someone's like natural shape of their hair, but like it looked like it was done like edges to me.
Yeah. I highly doubt the guy's gonna, by the way, the guy's not gonna turn himself in. A guy like that, if he kills 3 people like that, or a group of people, they're never gonna turn themselves in.
Oh, I remember what I was
I
going to
didn't
say.
even notice somebody got out of the Kia at first, but after I watched it like 4 times, I was like, oh, because somebody said it looked like a high ponytail, so I was trying real hard to look and see if I saw the high ponytail, and I was like, and then at first I was like, oh, that might be like a do-rag, because it like kind of looks like the shape of one, but then at the same time, like it looks like the sideburn area, like where you would have your sideburns come down, looks like it curls up a little bit on the end.
B. Tim, you said you were talking about his gang signs that he was throwing up.
I think we probably drop that subject of the game, the signs.
Why?
Well,
probably don't want to insinuate that there's gang. You know what I mean? Probably not a good idea to get into that situation.
Okie dokie pokey.
Okie dokie.
Oh. So NASA enhanced the image? I didn't know they did that. Like, okay.
I think they did that in another case too. What case did they? I can't remember.
Did not know that. Do you have a screenshot? Kate does crime. Someone's asking you, do you have a screenshot?
I could try and I took one, but it was like I tried to take one, but it's a video that like, and you have to screenshot while the video is going. And when I screenshot it, and you like catch something in movement, it's like blurry. It's hard for me to like get it because it's in like perpetual movement. So I will try and get one where it's not blurry, but you just gotta watch the video. Like, so they like pull up and the guy gets out the car and opens the door more, and then somebody stands up out of the Kia.
I also
like
think.
a second.
Oh, you finished. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was done. I was just saying for like a half a second they stand up.
Okay. Chronicle says, I also have to remember, apprehending these people is going to be extremely dangerous. They are going to be heavily armed, and they already know they are facing death penalty, going to be violent. Hopefully not, but this is probably a good warning to people who think they're going to play police officers and think they're going to apprehend these people. These people seem pretty heartless individuals, and they seem to be armed, and they will probably do anything not to go to jail. So my advice, be cautious about any sort of situation, especially in that area. The guy that killed my cousins decades ago fled to Mexico and only got caught when he tried to come back into the U.S. I'm sorry about that, prayer partner, that you went through that. I'm glad he got caught, though. Can we see the enhanced photo Duty Ron made? Was it Duty Ron or Gray Hughes? Let me see. Did he put it on his community tab or what? Probably not. He probably made it on his live stream, probably. Let's see. Let me see. Was it a video or was it a... Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay. Granted, can I share? Oh, yeah, you're doing that. I have to share something. When you're back, I'll ask to share something. I think they already took that truck to the chop shop or painted it. The live says will be no different. Well, let's hope so. I mean, like, hope they don't do that, to be honest with you, because maybe they didn't realize at the time that they were being recorded. And maybe they just made a mistake. You know what I mean? I mean, I always hope for criminals to make the most mistakes ever. You know what I mean? I don't, I prefer a dumb criminal, let's just say, so they can get caught quickly and get, go to jail. That's my hope. So let's hope they do take it to a chop shop. It's fascinating to think someone can feel such hatred to harm not just them, but that baby. It gives me chills thinking about it.
That car's across the border, Tim, in my opinion. If it is,
yeah,
I mean, it's gone.
I don't think it's hatred. I think it's basically what's the thing where you don't feel anything? What is it? I don't think it's hatred. Like a detached situation, I would say, or
I think there's definitely a motive here, one way
I
or the
don't
other.
think it's hatred. Things we tend they might lay low for a while. Only community witnesses that snitch will be key to crimes like this. Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people don't want to actually tell because you're still going to live in the area. All right, cool. When Queen, are you there? Empathy. Thank you. Queen, you there? Thank you for empathy. That was the word I was thinking about. Thank you.
Unempathetic.
I think a lot of times they just do things and they don't think about people, they don't think people are people. They just think of them as obstacles and they try to get rid of the obstacles, pretty much. You're in the way of making me money. You're in the way of me making, my lifestyle. Well, you're an obstacle. I'm going to get rid of you as an obstacle. Goodbye. And that's pretty much it. I think of people, I think of people like that, like great white sharks with those black eyes. They just very hard.
I gotta hop down, y'all, but I'll be in chat.
All right, you be good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year,
Kate. Thank you
Bye.
for coming
I'll
up,
be in
baby.
chat.
So there's a Gray Hughes actually has an enhanced version of that video he put on his channel. If you want to play that or no, it's up to you. I don't know if you want to. I mean, not Gray Hughes. I mean, Duty-Ron.
Back chat. I'll put it up.
Yeah, it's Duty-Ron. He has like a 2-minute video.
Oh, no. Well, I guess we can do it under fair use, but he likes to strike some. Well, he struck Laura. I don't know if maybe it's just Laura.
I mean, maybe it's just Laura. I mean,
I got music playing in the background though, so it'll be under fair use.
And I'll put the link and the video in the chat and say, hey, this is Duty-Ron, and very nice guy. Not into drama. Does a lot of good true crime.
That's not the one. You just put this in the back, and that's not it. So it says friends. Okay.
No, that's maybe did I put the wrong one? Let me put that. I just put it's under Kate. Yeah, it's right under Kate's response.
No, Duty-Ron, and it says Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra, the forensic video evidence trailer.
Yeah, and also if you go to 1 minute and 6 seconds, I think it's
the courtroom. I know. So.
Yeah, I know, but if you go to 1 minute and 5 seconds, it shows the enhanced video of it shows like an enhancement. I think that's what they're talking about. 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Oh, I see it.
This right here.
Yeah, and if you just play it from there.
That's it? Oh, okay.
I'll just say, hold on, let me go back because that wasn't really.
That's not very
nice. They show it again?
No. I think that was what they were talking about.
Okay.
Maybe slow it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't seem like it was really like enhanced. It just was like zoomed in a little bit.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, yeah, that's not much different.
Yeah, well, okay.
Me Too Chronicles.
Let me see if there's something else.
I don't really think there's a whole lot more left, honestly. What time's your live, Boston?
9, 1 hour.
So so 8 o'clock my time.
Yeah. Yep. So 9 Eastern.
So 1 hour. All right.
1 hour.
You guys, okay, I need to drop your link so people can go sub up if they want to, go over there and watch.
Yeah. Here. I do think whoever did this is probably I'm 50-50 that they're over they're in Mexico at this point.
That is an unfortunate. That's probably very unfortunate, actually.
Yeah. All right, here's. Just putting it back. flapping any. Stop flapping your ears. Sorry, my dog's flapping his ears like an idiot.
Your dog is flapping his ears. You have a dog?
You hear him? I have 2 dogs. I got a Rhodesian Ridgeback and a pocket pit.
Those are the quietest dogs I've ever heard. I've never heard them bark once.
Really?
No, they never barked. I've never heard these dogs bark at all.
They
While
back.
you up. Jeez Louise.
I just mute real quick, you know. I'm good with that mute button.
Poor Taco. Taco's probably get beat up by the big dogs.
No.
Taco is crashed out right now.
Mm.
Taco snores though. He snores really loud, actually.
I don't snore. He snores.
Taco's a snorer.
I knew it was him the whole time, Jules. You blamed it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Shaquila's case? She was beaten and killed in Mexico. Did they ever charge anyone? Let me see. That's a good question. Let me check that out. What time are you going live, Boston?
9.
About an hour from now.
Yep. You're jumping up with me.
Okay. Maybe. Depends.
All right.
Is B Tim gonna be awake?
Yes, he is.
A little bit. A little bit. Let me see. It's been continues the fight for justice 1 year later. Said to the Robson's family, her demand justice.
I need to mod some people up tonight in the chat.
Oh, well. My advice, make it 5 minutes sub mode, probably. If I was you. No one was charged. Yep, I just checked. No one was done. That's awful. Why can't they charge them? They have video evidence, something like. I would have to look into that case again, Chronicles. You know, because sometimes I just forget about the details. I looked into it a while ago, and I'm just like, you know, gray on the details at this point. It's entirely stagnant, which is very sad. Well, that's so sad. So, any other things you wanted to say?
Ramon case that has been reopened, obviously, and that closed. That's still bothering me. I really hope that something is done about that.
Which case?
The one where you know, he unalived his girlfriend. This, you know, while her parents were in the other room. His name was Ramon.
The Ramon case. Oh, okay. I don't remember that one.
We talked
Yeah,
about
you did.
last.
We watched it together.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
The parents were in the other room. It was Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
And he slit her neck, slit her throat, walked in there with her and held her neck open and said, "I just did this to your daughter."
And they thought it was the dad.
They didn't arrest him. Nothing. They let him out. They let his ass go.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing. Yeah, he basically he pretty much confessed to it.
When they said he was going free, he's like, "Huh? What?" I mean, they put the mother in the car. She had to use the bathroom in the car.
Yeah, okay? I remember that now.
Horrible the way they were treated.
Yeah, that case was bad.
Just lost their daughter. Are you kidding me? I pray that one gets open, but we'll see. I guess it's been 2 years, right? Jules, is the town? Is it a big? Is this what's going on? A big talk of the town? A lot of people talking about it. You're muted.
Which one?
The San Antonio case. Is that talk of the town?
Oh yeah.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yep. Everybody knows about it.
Anyway, I'm gonna skedaddle. Queen, are you there?
Hold on. She's doing some cartel shit. Give her a second.
Oh shit! I need to read up about the Shaquila. Shanquella. Thank you, Shanquella. See, that's why you're here for the names. You got the name. I'm just gonna hit the button and see if you can read the names from me all the times. I really was hoping there had been some movement and I just hadn't heard. Yes, that's the case. We was crazy. I hadn't heard anything about it until we had looked at it that night. Yeah, there's still nothing being done with that case.
Austin, your channel's not going up. Wait, what did Trina just say? I'm looking at it right now. Here. Nanny, I'm going to send it to you right now on Discord.
Have a marvelous evening. Thank you. I'm probably just I want to just take a little bit of a break before.
Yeah.
That's probably the plan. I'm just waiting for Queen to get back before I skedaddle out of here.
Hey, Tim, what do you do on your little breaks? Do you make some tea?
No, I just basically walk around, actually.
Oh, I do that too when I need to hit my calories for the day.
All of a sudden, this woman will be walking around the kitchen, high stepping, fast as hell. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I still have 50 calories to burn today. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Punching air.
Yeah.
No, this is Jim Jules talking. Jim Jules is, Boston's girlfriend. She also raises a rat in her house. Some sort of rat. She named Taco. It's weird. I don't know. It's the biggest rat I've ever seen, Taco.
Oh.
Jules is getting mad at me now.
Yeah, Jules.
Jules is silent. She's
Don't talk about Taco like that.
Silence.
Yeah.
An interrogation tactic is you stay silent as you let other people talk, and eventually they rat themselves out.
Or they could just say say the magical words. I want a lawyer. And then the lawyer comes, and then you don't say nothing to them.
Silence is a virtue. Where's that patience? That's one.
I want my lawyer. That will be my magic words to any detective that calls me in. I want my lawyer. Get me a lawyer.
My lawyer.
That's pretty much it. I'm done.
I'll be your lawyer anytime, Tim.
No. If I wanted to go to jail, I would make you my lawyer.
All right. Love you too.
I just came back to if I wanted to go to jail, I'd make you my lawyer. What are y'all talking about?
I'm about
he's insulting Jules' dog.
I thought I heard you say something about skedaddling.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait until you get back before I jump off. You have a good one, Queen.
Let it, Tim. Let's see a little bit.
All right, you
All
guys
right, we'll see in a little bit. I was gonna say you're gonna be at Boston's. He's gonna take Center to school. He's gonna take him to church.
Yeah. Just need a little bit of a break in between.
Yes, I know. I know. Me too. We're probably gonna shut this down. We've been on here about 3.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll be doing the same thing. Give everybody a little break. Give everybody 30 minutes or so to take a break in between. Get some snacks and you drinks.
Hey, Senator, if you're listening, you're welcome to come up on panel.
Sin. He's been over there talking big shit about they were over there I guess talking a lot of stuff about tiger toxins. Let me think, Little Earl Davis fam and all no wire hangers, but they blocked them all in chat.
Himself like 4 times and like a
Little Earl Davis fam, they blocked her right off the jump, and Sav they blocked her, and of course they blocked them all.
Yeah. That pasture of wild cows is fattening up. It's fattening up. Anyway.
I know.
You
guys, I will see you later. Bye. See you skedaddling, B Tim. You out of here first?
Yeah, I'm out of here first. Bye.
All right, we'll see you later, man.
Bye.
Jules, are you gonna help Boston?
I'll be in the chat.
I was gonna say you better make sure you have some wrenches.
Yep.
Yes.
You're wrench, right? Yeah, wrench Jules.
I believe so.
Yeah.
She's like, I really have no idea.
I think I made you an admin too. I'm not sure. The link's right above Steve.
Oh Lord, don't give me that kind of responsibility.
What?
I'm just kidding.
She's like, don't do me like that.
Don't do me like that.
The Senator, if you're listening, please click the link, please. It's not going to be I'm not going to yell at you or anything like that.
That'd be a good conversation though. I'm serious. I'm not even bullshitting. I am really for real serious. Because he just sat over there and showed his whole ass. So.
Yes, he did.
Oh no.
We'll see you at your stream then. We'll see you over there.
Roger that, guys. All right.
See you
in a bit.
Queen.
Yes, thank you.
Keep y'all updated. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys for showing love. I appreciate it. So many memberships, so many gifted memberships and stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the Hive, and thank you so much for supporting me. I am so grateful for y'all. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Happy New Year, everybody.